Hello everyone. This is an update in the final part to the story, Caught Wife Cheating. Now what about her kids? On r/relationship_advice Reddit forum. By user What About the Kids? Link to previous video and previous post in the description. Now, let's get right into this. Dri informed the ex that we would divorce and made arrangements for visitation. Sorry, this update might be jumbled. I originally updated in the wrong sub. This is the umpteenth time I have written this out, each time it's shorter. I am not sure how to cross-post, so I am retyping, bear with me. Last week was a busy week with my daughter graduating, moving her home, kids' sports starting, lawyer, and the first face-to-face with my wife. Got home Sunday, put my daughter's stuff from apt in the garage. I got a call early in the evening from 14-year-old. Dad, what's going on? No one is talking to us. Mom and grandma are crying and grandpa's yelling. Is this because of what I told you? I assured him that his mom made a bad mistake, that he had nothing to do with this mess. He asked if I was packing up their stuff because he saw the U-Haul in the driveway. I explained what happened and that all their stuff remained there. Monday and were sports nights. Family sits in the bleachers while I stand behind home plate backstop. My usual spot since I don't see eye to eye with Phil. On the way across the field, the oldest stops his warm-up and rubs over to me. We hug and talk for a few minutes, then send him back. As I get my spot, I have a 10-year-old crash into me at full speed. I bend down, hug and kiss him all over as he is squirming away. My Phil asks if we could talk. We step away from earshot. He apologizes for the way he has treated me in the past and that he was wrong. Well, a little late, but I accepted and said I knew that it was a hard thing for him to do. He invited me to sit with them, but I declined. He asked if I wanted to talk to wife. I said Thursday would be better. Do we set time and place? Tuesday comes, meet with a lawyer. I told him the whole story. He knew from his partner but wanted to hear from me. He asked what I wanted to do. I wanted to stay with the boys, then stay married. The boys were most important. He stated in his experience that the marriage would be a charade and not good for the boys. We could work out a visitation if the wife is willing. As far as support, he said I could do what I wanted for the boys. Not to give her anything for me to control. The prenup was solid, she violated conditions, no support. He cautioned though that judges around the country have in some instances ordered child support in my case due to being in their lives so long. He did not think our judges have ruled that way in the past, but you never know. He was sure her attorney would seek support. He suggested that we try to agree on everything we could before court, then the judge would look favorably on us. Before leaving, he told me that every Monday morning the partners meet to discuss new and ongoing cases. My previous attorney started out describing everything. Each partner has a specialty. Estate planning, elder law, criminal, liability, family. Later in the afternoon, the criminal lawyer meets up with my attorney. After the meeting, he called a contact in the prosecutor's office. The $15,000 did not seem right. How do folks in the middle class have $15,000 in cash laying around? Turns out X did not abandon them, he was in jail. He was released 3 years ago, when feds were releasing non-violent criminals to ease overcrowding, etc. He was sure the police would be interested if he was back and practicing his profession again. But he did not have any other info but the jail time. Thursday I met my wife and Phil. I asked if they minded if I recorded so there would be no misinterpretation later. They agreed. Before we started, my wife wanted to talk privately. Phil moved to another room. Wife started to apologize. I cut her off. I said, before you say anything, that I know a lot more than you think. I asked how long the sex, she said the one time. I told her the video shows that is not true. I played a clip of her dusting the TV. She never saw the camera. I know it was only a few days, but she was going to lie, so I was too. She thought it was part of the video game. It's not big, but it is obvious on top of TV. She has been admitted since March almost right away. I told her no more lies. I told her of the family secret, that he was in jail, not running away. She admitted to this also. I asked how long I have been in contact, since Feb. I asked if she met up any time before him appearing and she said no. I then told her he had been out for 3 years. The look on her face told me she did not know. We get Phil back in. Turn on the recorder. I asked if she had a lawyer? No. Told her to get one because a divorce will happen. They both asked if something along reconciliation could take place. I said no. I said I wanted the boys, she could live with X. I told her when speaking privately that my ex tried to sell me the boys. I repeated for Phil. We settled on the boys could see me anytime within reason, she would not keep me from them. I said I would provide at my choosing. She would get no support. I did not want her getting the boys to ask me for things, they would be honest if I asked. There you have it. One last thing, Redditors the wife and I are avid readers of this site. We have our favorite subs. We would read and share, it was a thing we did together. She has read my post as she figured it out and she read every reply you made. She stated you savaged her. You said many things I only wish I could have because I did feel it. For that I thank you. Brooklyn Dude 83 said, a question I haven't seen so far. How do you truly feel right now if you just stop for a second? What are your emotions toward this woman, her ex, about yourself and the situation? What about the kids? Said, I am exhausted. We will still have to function as a family broken as it is. We will see each other at events like the ball games and soccer. We will still have to discuss school. I have not thought far enough ahead how the whole family dynamic will work. Some of it will be a work in progress. The couple times we have been in proximity of each other I don't feel love but I can't berate her for the boys' sake. We just have to work together for them but contact will be limited to that. I know there will be no late night chats etc. Thanks to you all. It is a blessing that OP had a prenup. It comes in handy in situations like this. OP was wise to have one. I wish all divorces involving cheating would end like this. Straightforward and fair. It was probably because of the prenup and how OP was willing to support the boys. Even though he wasn't the biological father. OP was a better father than the biological one. Cheaters never realize how great they have it, until they're about to lose it. OP's ex-wife is blessed that OP still wants to be in the boys' life and still wants to support them. AP was a scum for trying to sell the adoption to the boys to OP. Phil was so alpha male but after discovering his daughter was cheating. That tone suddenly changed. As always, have proof before you confront a cheater. Never confront one without proof. In the end, I hope OP is still in the life of boys.